Hello and welcome. My name is Corinne. For those of you who've been watching me, welcome back. We are riding the wave right now, but what I'm feeling big time is that we're in between contractions. So like we're in between, if we're in early labor right now, right? So things are moving, things are happening, things are shifting, but it's like we're in between the waves. So we had the huge wave coming, building for the 8-8 portal, and now it's like this little time to rest, little time to like organize your stuff, you know, get in your nutrition, drink lots of water, ground your energy, get ready for what's coming next, because like the energy that I feel coming in for that eclipse, it might get real wild for some people. Woo, okay, that's a wave if I ever saw one. Right off the bat, Two of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. It's like harvest time for the wish fulfillment. It's like that time where it's like we've been wondering, is it going to be fruitful? Are we ever going to travel? Are we ever going to do what we really want? And that Seven of Pentacles is almost like that harvest energy where it's like it's time for that bounty, pentacles, the abundance of everything that you've worked so hard for is it's about time to turn into the manifestation, right? So all your thoughts, all that work of weeding the garden, right? Noticing like, is that my responsibility? Am I projecting? You're doing all that internal work of reframing your mindset, right? It's not as something that you just get like a round of applause every time you do it. This is like the hard work, is knowing that every time you take those steps in the right direction, that is exactly what you're meant to do. That is strength training, right? You're at the gym right now, you're organizing your thoughts, you're putting them in the right place, and you're pulling out what no longer serves you. So that energy now, it's like it is harvest time. You've done the work. Let's see what comes out here. Oh my gosh, I'm getting shivers right now. Look at this. Four of Wands. Look at this dance party. Look at this four foundation. Like, this is like the dance floor. You know, it's like, it's okay, this is what it is. We've been on this, like, imagine you got terrain that was like a garbage dump, right? You inherited this land, it's a garbage dump, and you've been like years of pulling those weeds out. You've been doing all this work of like pulling the brambles out, and not just like in the quat grass, you know, those weeds that just stay in, and there's boulders, there's giant rocks on this land. So, you know, you think you're just digging at the tip of this like little rock. You're like, oh, I'll just remove this rock, and it turns out to be this giant boulder. So you've been using, you know, manpower, you've been working at yourself, and this is all behind closed doors. This has been years of working really hard at this land, trying to turn it into soil, right? Because not only do you have to remove all the debris and remove the rocks, you're also adding the soil to actually make it fertile. So you're removing all those old patterns, and you're adding compost, and you're adding things that will help replenish the soil. So you're taking care of the soil, you're taking care of the body, right? You're taking care of your temple, because the garden is where everything comes from, right? And that's what you've been doing, is creating your Garden of Eden, heaven on earth. That's literally what's happening. And so now we have a dance floor. It means we have a foundation, right? Then we have the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is this energy of happiness, and you know, rain or shine, you're going to be happy no matter what. So now it's like the toggle. You've been playing with that dial. Now you're dialed in. You're dialed into that joy. It's like nothing can really top you over. Like, even if there was a big wave, you got your umbrella. You're prepared for all of it, because you've been through it all. You know, rain or shine, you're still going to show up. You know, even if it's a day where things don't line up for you perfectly, it's still going to be a wonderful day, because you've gone through the storms. So what's another storm? You know, if you've lost everything, what is it if you lose it again? You've been there before. And at this point, your foundation is strong. So you can have a dance party wherever you go. It doesn't matter where you are. So that energy is like, you're feeling like you're home. Like you've become home. And look at this. We've got the Hermit. The Hermit is literally like you tapped into source. You are in that energy of flow. You're in the energy of surrender, of receiving, right? You're in that mode. You're in stillness. We have to be still to receive. The old program of pushing and trying to get the carrot dangling in front of us, or trying to juggle all the things, or try to, burn the candles at both ends. That is over. The ones who are resting, the ones who are taking their early retirement, the ones who are like, I trust the universe has it for me, they're the ones who are tapped in and locked in, right? And so you're part of that. And then we've got the 10 of Pentacles at the bottom, like literally abundance card. You've got your family, you've got, everybody is there, your legacy, you are the lighthouse, you are all of that. So that is literally what came out in the waves. So this is the time now where it's just like the rumbling is beginning. I'm feeling like it's the dam is about to crack and what is about to come down so that it can wash. Most people are like, it's too much water, it's too much pressure. And you're like, no, this is what I've been cultivating. This is what I've been calling in. This is what I have been waiting for. It's like Moses standing there parting the seas. Like your energy, you are waiting for that wave. Like you've got your surfboard all oiled up and ready to go, and you are ready for that wave. You are timed with that wave. That wave has been through you so many times that now you're just like, bring it on, universe. There was one more card that jumped out. Ace of Cups. So literally, you have struck gold, right? You have come into everything that you have been wishing for. I literally told my daughter today, I said, as a joke, I'm like, I hope the universe doesn't give me everything that I wish for. Because literally, I manifested so many crazy things of like, I would love to jump out of a plane in a parachute, or I would love to, climb the tallest mountain, or whatever it is that I've been saying in my mind. A lot of the times when I'm really bored, I'm like, it would be so cool to do this, or I want to travel this place or whatever. So like, there's a lot coming in for you, and it's going to be one of those things that the universe is going to do it in a way where you're just feeling like, oh my gosh, how can this be? How can this be? And I've been thinking, it's like Christmas is coming. Like it has that energy of like the day, but it's not going to be just the day, because that's the difference. We're used to waiting for a day. We're used to waiting for a moment. But in reality, what's coming in for us is going to be such a series of experiences. They're going to be linked up together. They're going to zig you and zag you in places that you only imagined that you could go, that it wasn't something that you ever thought you could have. And then we literally have the world. So you are the world. This is your creation. This is literally your manifestation that's coming in. So it is not going to be small. It's going to be so big. It's going to be like the full moon. It's going to be that like such a big, obvious change that people are going to have no choice but to say like, what have you been doing? Why are you, like, what have you been doing? Can you show me the way? And I'm literally getting this, like, 3 of Cups energy. So the community, the people around you, maybe who have been, like, observing you and not really sure what you've been up to, or they're, like, really kind of afraid of all this new energy that you're creating. And so you may not be having followers right now, or you might not be very kind of celebrated in the world. Everyone's kind of like, what is she doing? But not really saying much, or maybe a few people say a few things. But that's going to start changing for you. That's going to start becoming something that it's like the moth to the flame. It's going to be like the crowds are coming. They're starting to gather around you. You're going to sit in a field, or you're going to sit in the town square, or by the town watering hole, whatever that place is that people gather. And you'll be sitting there, and people will just start coming around you, and they're just going to start asking simple questions. And you're going to be reflecting your abundance to them. You're going to be reflecting not out of, look at me, look how cool I am, like a movie star does, right? Like a movie star just like shows their money, like their peacock feathers, but they're not actually like worth anything to the society. Like what has a celebrity? I mean, yes, some of them donate money and those kind of things, but in reality, you're going to be service to others in such a beautiful way, because you're going to be showing others the way. You're going to be showing them how to create their own garden. So your worth is so, so huge, because you're not going to be putting in a system where only you capitalize. You're going to be putting in systems that everybody can be strong together, and that's going to be the difference. And then we have the Ace of Wands here, which is literally like you creating. You are the creator, and because you know you're the creator, you can take a seed and you can make any garden you want. You can take that because everything is within you. You have all the DNA of every single animal, plant, organism, everything is in you. You are the projector of that. So once you start to open yourself up and start to realize that we are everything, then that's when things can start projecting out into your reality and things will start to show up for you in such a different way. Like, this is such a strong, powerful message right now. And at the bottom is 7 of Cups in reverse. And so that to me is like, we're done playing those old games. We're done being like, are we gonna be sad today? Is this gonna be a hard day? Are we gonna judge? Are we gonna do this? Are we gonna do that? But at the same time, now it is our time. You've done the work. Close that chapter. I was telling someone today, it's like close the doors behind you and seal around those doors, and it's done. We're not going to even open those doors anymore. The past is done. And so might feel that in your body. You might feel that you all of a sudden have more energy. You might feel like you can't sleep at night. You might feel like, oh my gosh, I have so much creativity because now you're not leaking out this energy in the sacral chakra, whereas before you were leaking out trying to help and balance everybody else, but now you're containing that energy and you're feeling stronger, and that's what this is all about. It's about taking care of yourself so much that you can push that energy up and then be the fountain so that everyone else can feel the energy. They can get your surplus, right? And you're just going to be this constant flow from source, just being out in reality. And that is what light workers are. We're going to be fireworks. We're going to be activating our biggest timeline, our biggest desires to everyone so that they can realize it can be done for them as well. Because when Yeshua, Jesus, came down, it was him showing the way, but because of the distortions, because the way that it was cut off, the truth from Mary Magdalene and all that lineage, go check it out, it's all true. It's actually really interesting when you start realizing that Jesus was a yogi. His path was going, he went to India for many years before, I think, his 19th birthday, but there's a whole bunch missing, you guys. So if you're interested and if something's calling you to check that out, reach out to me. I have lots of resources, but otherwise, now is the time to step into yourself confidently. So if you have that pull, that nudge, that desire, it is going to be supported for you, right? The old is gone. So all those judgments, those fears, those things that we were bringing along with us along the way and then wondering why we were trapped in that low vibration constantly, we've been breaking free of that. So we don't have that anymore. So when you take those first steps, you're taking it from a new identity, from a new way of being. And this is a new timeline that we are creating one step at a time. And as the collective joins us and we start creating together, we're going to link arms and we're going to start rendering this beautiful masterpiece, this beautiful mosaic that is going to be something that we have only dreamt of. And it's going to be times 100 of that because we don't even know. Our mind can't even know and perceive what's to come, you guys. But I promise you this is for naught. It is not for naught, I mean. Well, that was beautiful. Okay. Happy August 10th today. Tomorrow is the 11th, and then the 12th is the eclipse. So we have a few more days here. Buckle up. We're going for a ride. Talk to you tomorrow.